the show, obviously, Shark Tank is a worldwide, global phenomena. Sure. Do you have an immediate bullshit meter thing that goes on when it starts? Like, is there a tell for
yeah.
What's your tell that you're like, this is some bullshit?
The number one tell is when they talk about, well, if we only get 1% of this $1 billion market.
Oh, okay.
Because everybody
the valuation
says
is just
Well, like well, if I get 1% of $1 billion market, that's $10 million in sales, and it's only $100,000, but you're not going to get 1%. So that's the number one thing. But literally, the hardest part of Shark Tank is coming up with something to say to go out. So the minute they come on and they start talking, I'm not looking for reasons to go in. I'm looking for reasons to go out. And because I've done too many deals, but then sometimes it'll just be like, no, I got to do this deal. So
really,
yeah.
And it just everything lines up for you.
Not everything, but I end up selling myself. It's like, okay, they're not good at A, B, or C, but I'm really good at A, B, and C. So if we combine forces, and I'm wrong probably half the time, but it is what it is. Yeah, I've got,
Well, that's interesting. You're wrong half the time.
Yep.
Do you think that accepting failure is part of why you're so successful too? Like, do you just move on?
Yeah, you got to, right? Because if you're not failing, you're not trying. I mean, it's cliche-ish, but it's true. Mm-hmm. You've got to dive in and try things and see what happens, and that's okay if it doesn't work. Because especially in investing, you want your wins to cover all your failures.
Sure.
Like down here in Austin, I'm going to see the guys from Beatbox Beverages. Mm-hmm. They were a Shark Tank company, and they're just crushing it. They went from struggling initially when they came on the show to through more effort on their own to now being hundreds of millions of dollars in sales.
Jesus.
And being worth hundreds of millions of dollars as a company. So
that's awesome.
And that's a Shark Tank.
Yeah, like Dude Wipes. Bring up Dude Wipes. Same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dude Wipes is a major brand now. Everybody knows what Dude Wipes is. Their marketing and everything.
That
was a Shark Tank deal.
No way.
Yeah, I'm the only investor that they've ever had is Brian and Sean and crew. And like I gave them, I forget, maybe $200,000 for 15% or something like that. And they're worth, hundreds, probably $500 million.
Wow.
Yeah.
So is that your biggest success? Is that the biggest one?
Those two are the biggest. Another one, Mush Oats, is crushing it.
Dude Wipes are everywhere, man.
Yeah.
Everywhere. These guys are brilliant marketers, both of them. We have Dude Wipes here.
We do.
Yes.
Yes.
I knew I liked you guys.
Yeah.
Now we just got to get you some beatbox. But
we'll get some beatbox in here.
But yeah.
Would you be interested, and then I don't know if you're willing to take risks, in funding a porn shoot between a modest Walmart worker and a world famous porn star to make a dream come true?
Have you gotten in that business yet?
No.
Okay. All right.
No.
Fair enough.
He's looking for a way out. He was looking for an out.
What on Shark Tank? What is the dumbest pitch you've ever?
His brain right now is just shifting.
So many. So many. Like there was one that came on years ago called Taillights. And what it was like a circular thing that had little lights flashing, and it was meant to be attached to the back of someone's jeans for a girl, teenager in particular. Because, shake your tail lights. Oh, this guy thought it was a great idea, and it was great TV. And so he had a girl, 16, 17-year-old girl, who turned out to be his niece. And so I said to the girl, I'm like, would you wear this on the date? And she was just so conflicted because her face just dropped because it was a horrible idea.
Sure.
Nobody's going to wear it on a date. They're probably long gone. But yeah, that was one of the worst. Fart candles.
Oh, what?
Wait,
Hold on.
wait.
Now you're speaking our language.
There you go, right? Yeah. No, different flavored candles, but like,
Fart candles.
Yeah, Spencer
Fart
Gift.
scented.
Exactly. And when you shart instead of fart, Dude Wipes.
Dude Wipes. There you go. So you get both covered.
You get 2 for 1,
I can't believe you didn't do fart candles, bro.
No, there was like Awakened Bacon. Like in the early days of Shark Tank, they were a lot sillier because people didn't know who we were and what it was. There was another one where there was an alarm clock that made bacon, so you were awakened to bacon.
That's right.
That's pretty rad.
Yeah, it was funny as hell. But what if it caught fire or whatever?
Yeah, sure.
Your hair's on fire.
That's
you keep
hilarious.
the bacon fresh too. Like what? There's so many problems.
The
that
logistics.
also
Yeah,
to develop
logistically.
the prototype, that guy ran that thing.
Oh, the guy was great. Wait.
The Waken Bacon.
The
there it
Waken
is.
Bacon. Is he still in? Oh my God.
He did. He was like, His whole story is like, Mark Cuban told me no.
Awaken, but season 2. Yeah, that's when I was on as a guest.
That's hilarious.
Oh my God. And then there's the ones that should have been good. Like there's one, Breathometer. And it was great. It was a personal alcohol detector to tell your blood level. This guy, right? And made perfect sense. We all got in. You see a picture with me and him. I started looking at his Instagram feed right after we gave him the money. We gave him a lot of money. And he's on this island at this party and this party. And I'm like, dude, right? What
are you doing?
What are you doing? You're supposed to, I'm marketing. Whole thing crashed and burned. Yeah, and it had other problems. But it was such a great idea and it just didn't make it.
Yeah, and also you can also see the ones too where I've seen ones where you guys are super competitive, like you guys are really wanting it.
Yeah.
And then the person just talks themselves out of any deal, but also doesn't then take the business into something. Like sometimes people go, I'm just actually not going to do this deal with you guys.
Right.
And they're able to have their business still succeed.
Right.
But the ones who kind of self-implode after it, that's a bummer to watch.
No, I mean, and it happens, right? Because there's people that, and in life too, off the Shark Tank, you oversell, and there's times that we'll say to them, just shut up.
Yeah.
You have our interest, and the more you talk, the worse it gets.
Yes.
You're talking yourself out of
This
a deal.
is like a guy trying to get laid.
Right.
God damn, yeah.
Say anything, right?
It's like, just shut up.
Shut up.
Well, they don't want to give away equity. That's always the thing.
You're talking about the guy trying to get laid?
No.
I'm still working on that,
There's
bro.
a new angle, right? That's a new angle.
Yeah.
They never want to give anything to get stuff.
Well, no, and that's also
guys.
a tell,
That's
right?
annoying, yeah.
So when a company comes in and they want $500,000 for 2%,
Yeah.
they know how the game is played.
Yeah.
And what's worse is like they practice their pitches over and over and over again with the producers.
yeah.
Because it's hard to come on knowing you're on national television
Sure.
and millions of people are going to be watching. So they practice it. And part of it is what your ask is. And so the producers basically will you can't specifically tell them yes or no, but they'll say, when you're practicing, this is probably better. And they'll practice it. So it was, $100,000 for 3%, right? I'm like, okay, you can get along with that. And then they'll come on and say $500,000 for 2%.
Oh, in the moment.
In the
switch it.
moment, they'll say it. And we're just like, no, it's not,
dude.
It's not worth your time.
No, that's like a $25 million valuation. You have $17 in sales.
Yeah. It's
you
gonna
love
be
your
there,
company,
bro. Yeah.
but, it's not going to work.
Ooh, hey, Jeans, did you enjoy that highlight? Why don't you have one more click of fun around here? I don't know. Click here or here. Try it out. Have more fun. Why don't you subscribe? That way, every time a video drops, you can be notified. You can send it to your grandmother. You're not going to miss a moment of denim, okay? Try it out.